Hello? Hello? Okay. Thanks for joining this session. My name is Youngjoo Park. I'm working at Samsung. And we're going to present this session, which is a home sweet home. Okay. So this is going to be the introductory session that we're talking about the opportunity to make our home smarter and about to participate in the new ecosystem to provide new services to our homes. So through that, we're going to plan it out to how to make our home smarter. So these are the agenda we're going to talk about. So briefly, we start with the current smart home and what's going to happen in near futures. After that, we're going to talk about specifically about the family hub and how we can make application for family hub. Okay, so let's look at the video clips. So this is smart home service working around the Samsung Connect, which is a cloud-based service to provide to you for better life. And so why? So kitchen is going to be, we think that is kind of a major part of playing to making our home smart, because we know that mobile device, the smartphone, is being connected with everything. Right? So everything is part of our connected life. So when you bring our family hub to your kitchen, then right at the moment that your kitchen is being part of your connected lifestyle. Because with the connection between the mobile device and the kitchen is going to make your life much easier and better. So when we look at the connected lifestyle, currently, which is based on mobile device, we start learning something new, and then you're gathering some idea how can you evolve our entire kitchen space and throughout the entire home. So from the stage of the learning and researching our current status, we are kind of making the choices to build and make better products for customers. So for example, that if you want, when you have the family hub in your kitchen, if you're wondering about where your spouse, for good reason, so you want to know where he is, then you can easily find out where he is throughout this family hub. And also, if you want to prepare cooking, then there is the application in the family hub which will enable your house to be ready to cook, such as changing room temperature and then preheat your cooking ovens. So these are things possible throughout the connection between family hub and devices, also throughout your mobile devices. So with that, we can see that everything has been connected throughout mobile and your home and everything. Also, mobile devices can send out your location information. So if your location has been notified to the cloud, then your family hub will know that you are getting close to home. Then family hub can initiate that in a greeting mode. So as you can see that the Samsung Connect can provide much more different mode, which is each mode can be consists of multiple rules that they activate your devices for certain commands. For this example, that if you're getting close, then the family hub will initiate the greeting mode, which will enable change of the room temperature and then activate the level vacuum machine to clean up your house. In doing so, when you get home, then you can see that you can feel that home. And there's a delivery man at the door, so we are providing specific the application for Ring device. So each Ring device is being connected with the family hub. So somebody, push the button, then the family hub will let you know that somebody at the front door. In doing so, you can securely what's going on the front door, and then work with the man at the door. Also, there are multi-purpose sensor from the SmartThings. So it's the SmartThings sensor has been installed around the cabinet or the door or storage door. So then, if something's happened, such as somebody have a leave door open, then family will notify that something changed there. So it'll draw your attention to a certain change around your house. And the voice. I believe the next year, the family hub will be integrated to Bixby services. So if you already have a Galaxy 7 or 8, then you will already know that what kind of feature is the Bixby is capable of. So if you already know how to use Bixby, then you can use Bixby there. So without any learning something special for the kitchen. So like that, you can activate a certain service with voice while doing something else. So how is that possible? So we're trying to build the ecosystem around IoT technology. So everything should be connected via certain protocol, and then some data should be stored in the cloud services. So in doing so, our environment can start learning something has been changed. For example, a new device has been added to your environment. Somebody has to know a certain device has been added to you. So Samsung Connect will learn that if new device has been added, then Samsung Connect will know, and the cloud will know, and then in doing so, everybody knows that what new device is capable of. So then you can interact with the new service with voice, Bixby, or you can interact with the Tizen Connect application throughout the touch screen. So many things can be possible, So also we build our ecosystem to trying to open up to anybody. So any third party or hardware maker can participate in our ecosystem. So I believe there also to provide that kind of environment to the developers and customers. I think there was lots of challenges there. Here is a list of the challenges that we are dealing with right now. So player, devices, developers, program languages, app models, and distributions. These are not separate individual issues. It's all interconnected somehow. So, for example, when you look at around your environment or your home, then there are lots of different devices there, such as TV, smartphone, also the family hub. At the same time, we have the small bulbs and the speakers or sensors. A lot of different devices available in your environment. Then somehow we have to provide a service that we can deal with those different devices at the same time. To do that, we have to figure out what are the players. Players are going to be our software developers or hardware developer or third-party participant. So there are many different players there. And the devices, probably some device from our Samsung part or from the device from the outside third-party developers, third-party manufacturers. So there are different types of the devices there. So, for example, the mobile devices, or for example, smartphone or family hub or TV has already equipped with the display, which is high resolutions, and also can capable of the interact with the touch. But the sensor devices or bulb, it doesn't have any kind of the display capability. So then, what kind of M model is available for that kind of devices, which has no display, lower power processing, and memory. So at the same time, if we look at the mobile phone, it has high resolutions and high processing power, a lot of memories there. So There are many different applications should be available. So for that, we kind of make the M model flexible to adapt all these kind of different devices. M model also should be applied to different models. So there should be a UI application that can run under the devices which has the display. Also, there should be command application that we're running the device on without any display. And also that particular application should be running under low memory and low processing power devices. So there are many different application models to adapt more devices. So we are kind of dealing with all these issues to provide a more flexible environment for developers and customers. In doing so, we believe that our home much easier to be smart because the developer can easily build their service to their devices to our devices. So lastly, distributions. So this is a very kind of a tricky part because whenever you install the application, at the end, you have to agree to install. So we need to have end user agreement somehow. So if you have a UI display component, then user can see that it requires our agreement. So we can touch the yes. But the device would have no display at all, then it's very hard to get an end user agreement. Because so there are issues how we are dealing with the end user agreement. So we are dealing with this kind of problem to provide more stable and strong ecosystem for developers. But it'll be up and running soon. I promise you that. So this so far is kind of an introduction for what's going on there and what will be happening to our smart home. From now, Mr. Choi will specifically talk about the Family Hub and then app development for Family Hub. Mr. Choi?
Thank you, Youngjoo, and thank you all. And why kitchen? Why Family Hub? This is not a traditional home IoT question, as I know. I've got the answer of these two questions from our researchers. People want to stay in home, be connected, but mobile free while at their home. So we needed to figure out how to deal with these conflicting issues. So we stopped looking where people stay in their home, where spend their time in their home. So my personal thinking was the living room. But our research shows they are in the kitchen a lot. Today, the kitchen is the primary gathering spot in the home. Kitchen has gone from the cooking station to center of the home. So we divide the kitchen and then thinking which application is suitable to make people keep connected in their home. So clearly, we choose a refrigerator. Why? Because it's 24/7 always on device. So this means the refrigerator can be a smart home hub, but we just want to just hub. So we want to make it more smarter. So we put the 21-inch LCD panel to refrigerator. So this is a Samsung Smart Home, Samsung Family Hub. So it's a new way to stay connected in their home and communication with the family. So a truly connected lifestyle platform for the home. So this is our Family Hub specifications. So it is totally working with the ARM GPU, and it uses a Titan free operating system and then support the Full HD graphic resolution. And it also has a Wi-Fi connectivity and has a dual microphone and stereo speaker, and an inside the view Full HD camera. So we can use the management of our food. So first concept of Family Hub was not about the traditional food storage. So it provided the pleasure of experience of daily life of kitchen. Thank you. So we want to use your Family Hub as a family communication system, smart home, and food management, and for both the entertainment. So to match the concept of this Family Hub offers a variety of applications. So you can note in Family Hub, and you can message it. You can send a message to your family, and you can send a photo to your family. So your family member can know which food is inside of your refrigerator, and you can see the TV in the kitchen. And this is the overall power of the Tizen platform. So customer feedback on a Family Hub has been very positive. So we want to extend our refrigerator model, and we will separate our Family Hub to the world. So you can meet the Family Hub in the whole world soon. So actually, current Family Hub helps application was preloading, and we meet the limitation of that. So now our API opened for the partner, but it will be open to public. So I want to introduce about our APIs. So I'm going to show some example of how our API is used for our applications. Family Hub has Tizen-based. Family Hub is a Tizen-based refrigerator that can take advantage of the basic open API from the Tizen. So additionally, we provide a Family Hub specific API and OCF API for the functionality of the refrigerator and to control monitoring the Samsung home appliances. So with these three type of APIs, you can develop your own powerful application. So this is the first example of our application. It's a Glympse. Glympse is a fast, free, and simple application to share your location in real time. So we want it was a mobile-based application. We want to put the application to our Family Hub. Our first challenge was about the real-time location data. So how can we consider how can we deal the data? So we made the Glympse service demo to control the real-time data, and then link the Tizen widget and then web view-based application. So Glympse server send the map and real-time location data to the Family Hub, and then we can provide the Glympse app in Family Hub. So second, Ring. This is one of the very important applications to us. So with the Ring video doorbell, you can monitor in your home from the phone and Family Hub. So it definitely, its challenge was the real-time stream data. Ring has their own real-time stream protocol, so we want to deal with we had to put their protocol to Family Hub using a Tizen API. So, and also, using a web socket, we constantly stay their server data to Family Hub. It's because of the Tizen free APIs. There are another application from previous two example is OCF. OCF is an open standard protocol based on I put a application for all Samsung appliance can be controlled by OCF standard protocol. For family, we put the OCF tag to the family hub. So if you use this feature, you can make your application controlling on our Samsung appliance on family hub. And also we added the Bixby, and then it is a new intelligent assistant with aware of a smarter way to interact with the own page. So you can check the time, weather, and building shopping list, and management groceries, and to-do list using a power of the voice. So our family hub provide the voice API. If you're using a different API, you can make your voice app on family hub. So far, we haven't shown how to create an independent application on family hub, but this is another example of the using a family hub. If you want to make a new device, and if you use the SmartThings developed Workspace, you can simply connect your device to family hub. So when you connect it through to family hub, your device can be controlled our Samsung rule-based system. And all these applications can be developed our developed tool environment. And I have shown you a short list of things for you. I try to show you as many contents as possible, but there are many aspects of time. So our API and development portal, we have shown so far still need a lot of improvement. So I want to join you to our family hub ecosystem. So if you have your own big data solution, for example, the object recognition, if you applying this solution to our family hub, and the application can improve our food management system. So we want to find something like to do that. We want to find someone like to do that, yeah. So we want to play the joint festival in 2018 CES. So if you want to join together, you just build our partner join page, and I can know which company wants to join to ours. So Samsung Smart Home provides connected to all home appliance and connect to using our ecosystem. So various type of ecosystem are shown throughout this SDC. So, but kitchen and family hub are, I think, a good starting point for this. And so please join to us. Thank you. And question? Oh my God. Okay, thank you.